Have you ever wondered what the world's wealthiest people are spending their money on? It's not just yachts, private jets, or luxury real estate anymore. A new trend is emerging, and it's a bit more underground. Literally, we're talking about doomsday bunkers. But not the cold concrete shelters you might be imagining. These are multi-million-dollar subterranean mansions, and the demand for them is skyrocketing in 2025. So, what's going on? What do they know that we don't? Today, we're digging deep into why the super-rich are preparing for the worst and what it might mean for the rest of us. The bunker business is booming. Companies that specialize in high-end survival shelters are reporting unprecedented sales. We're not talking about a simple storm cellar. These are sprawling underground complexes, some spanning over 10,000 square feet, complete with swimming pools, home theaters, gyms, hydroponic gardens, and even art galleries. They're designed for long-term, self-sufficient living. Equipped with their own power sources, air filtration systems, and water purification. Some are built on private islands, while others are hidden beneath unassuming ranches in remote locations like New Zealand, South Dakota, or the Swiss Alps. These aren't just shelters. They're subterranean five-star hotels designed to wait out a global catastrophe in absolute comfort. So, the big question is, why now? Why are billionaires from Silicon Valley to Wall Street suddenly so keen on having a high-tech hole in the ground? Well, the reasons are as complex and varied as the bunkers themselves. Experts point to a convergence of global anxieties, a polycrisis, as some are calling it. First, there's geopolitical instability. Tensions between major world powers are at a multi-decade high. The constant threat of regional conflicts escalating into a global confrontation has many on edge. The fear of nuclear exchange, once a relic of the Cold War, has unfortunately made a comeback in public and private conversations. For those with the means, having a place to ride out the fallout isn't paranoia. It's seen as a prudent insurance policy. Then there's the environment. The effects of climate change are no longer a distant threat. They're a present reality. A sophisticated cyber attack could cripple a nation's infrastructure power, water, finance, communications in an instant. A bunker that is off-grid and technologically independent provides a shield against this digital apocalypse. It's an analog solution for a high-tech problem. Finally, there's the threat of another pandemic. COVID-19 was a global wake-up call. It showed how a novel virus could bring the world to a standstill. The fear is that the next pandemic could be even more contagious or more lethal. For the ultra-wealthy, the ability to completely isolate themselves in a hermetically sealed environment with advanced medical facilities and air filtration is unjust about comfort. It's about survival. They saw how governments struggled to contain the last outbreak and are unwilling to bet their lives on a better response next time. So, where are these bunkers being built? New Zealand has long been a favored destination for doomsday preppers with deep pockets, thanks to its remote location, stable government, and natural beauty. It's seen as a lifeboat at the edge of the world. In the United States, places like the Dakotas and Kansas are popular because of their central location, far from coasts and major fault lines. Vast tracts of land allow for discrete construction of massive underground facilities. One company is even repurposing former Cold War missile silos into luxury survival condos, selling individual units for millions. Europe isn't immune to the trend either. The Swiss Alps, with their long history of neutrality and fortification, are a prime spot. The natural granite mountains provide an almost impenetrable layer of protection. What does this all mean for the rest of us? On one hand, you could see it as the ultimate expression of inequality, the rich building lifeboats for themselves, while the rest of humanity is left to deal with the sinking ship. It raises profound ethical questions about who gets to survive a catastrophe. Does wealth give you a better right to safety? It also highlights a deep lack of faith in public institutions and collective solutions. When the people with the most resources decide to opt out of society rather than invest in fixing its problems, it's a worrying sign for everyone. However, there's another way to look at it. The anxieties of the super-rich are not unique to them. They're just amplified versions of the fears that many of us feel. The threats of climate change, political instability, and social unrest affect us all. While building a billion-dollar bunker is not an option for 99.9% of the population, their actions serve as a stark warning. They're the canary in the coal mine. Their extreme preparations should prompt us to ask serious questions about the direction our world is heading. Instead of just marveling at their elaborate escape plans, perhaps we should see this as a call to action. A call to address the root causes of these fears, to invest in climate solutions, to foster social cohesion, to de-escalate global tensions, and to build more resilient communities for everyone, not just for a select few. The bunker boom of 2025 is a fascinating and unsettling phenomenon. It's a story of fear, wealth, and the primal instinct for survival. While the super wealthy are literally going to ground, the real challenge for the rest of us is to build a future on the surface that is safe and stable enough that no one feels the need to escape from it. The clock is ticking, and the world's most powerful people are placing their bets. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Thanks for watching. What do you think about this trend? Is it smart planning or the ultimate act of selfishness? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the topics that are shaping our world. Stay safe, and see you in the next one.